It was not hobby. I didn't know the meaning of passion. I didn't know the meaning of determination, dedication, nothing. It was my father's passion, determination, dedication that led me here.
हेलो फ्रेंड्स एंड अ वेरी वार्म वेलकम टू सेलिब्रिटी चिट चैट। मैं हूं साक्षी मांडवाल। दोस्तों, आज मेरे साथ यहाँ पर एक ऐसी शख्सियत मौजूद है, a female who has changed the entire face of badminton, not just within the country but also globally. She's one of those people who has an image which is awe-inspiring for millions out there. 14-time national champion and world number 6 rank holder, Jwala Gutta. Hi Jwala.
Hi, Sakshi.
Hi, and thanks for connecting with us and being with us on this show.
Thank you for having me.
We're also glad. मैं आपसे बातचीत की शुरुआत इस बात से करूंगी. This has been a difficult phase for all of us. 4 months and counting. Life seems to be gradually opening up, but definitely it did come to a standstill for all of us. How's this experience been for you? आपके लिए कैसा रहा?
I don't think I can really complain. I know it's been difficult for everybody. I don't think anybody would have been happy with this kind of a situation, and nobody kind of expected this kind of a situation. But I don't think I can really complain because I know there are far, far many more people who probably suffered a lot and are still suffering. So for me, I had a roof on my head, I had food on my plate. So I don't think I can complain. It was just like a never-ending holiday, and it's still kind of continuing because I think people who can afford to stay home should still stay home and stay safe because it's still not ended. And I know things are opening up because it has to, because a lot of people need things to the world to open. But we have to somehow be careful. So I have really no complaints about it.
अगर हम वापस आपके बचपन में जाएं, तो बैडी की शुरुआत आपकी जिंदगी में कहाँ से हुई? I mean, was it a passion, was it a hobby, or was it something that was kind of inculcated inside you, or kind of you were introduced to as a kid?
I was definitely introduced. When I was born, actually, I'm the first girl child in my whole of my family. My dad is the sixth, sibling of all of his siblings. So he was the youngest one. He has 3 sisters and he has 2 other brothers. All of them have two boys. Okay. So when I was born, and he was like the ghar ka ladla, so he had done his MSc in organic chemistry, the most educated of all. He comes from an agricultural background, and my forefathers are all freedom fighters. And he took up the job in Reserve Bank because the family, the financial bit of it, they were not as good, and he needed to work. So when I was born, it was not received very well. That's what he told me. He was also very shocked by the reaction. They all thought, or they all wanted a boy from him, and he got 2 girls, me and my sister. But when I was born, they were all like patting on his shoulder saying that it's okay, next time, and he did not like it. And I believe that's when he decided that I will make Jwala into something that nobody else would imagine. And he was always interested in sports, and he couldn't pursue sports in his childhood. So he just introduced me to the sport at around the age of 4 or 5, and that's it. It was not hobby. I didn't know the meaning of passion. I didn't know the meaning of determination, dedication, nothing. It was my father's passion, determination, dedication that led me here. Only later on I kind of joined him mentally, as in I understood where we were going. But till then he said, this is what you're doing. Whether, just work hard. I don't care about the results. I just want you to enjoy. I want you to enjoy the sports. If you're not enjoying, don't do it. but I enjoyed. I played all kinds of sports in the beginning. I did gymnastics, swimming. I started off with tennis. Gymnastics, swimming. I did for like conditioning of my body. Um, After that, I started off with tennis. I played table tennis. I played cricket. I played everything, and then my mom was like, why don't you just pick up an indoor sport? And badminton was introduced to me by my mom, and yeah, rest is history.
You started off, it's been a very long journey आपके लिए. Whether we talk about your pairing with Ashwini Panappa for the viewers who are getting introduced also to the world of paddy, or we talk about VDJ के साथ भी. So ये पूरा सफर जो आपने तय किया जब शुरुआत भी करी, was your focus as you started getting a hang of badminton into getting into doubles कि आपने शुरुआत में ऐसा सोचा था कि मैं singles में अपने आप को ज्यादा establish आगे जाके करना चाहूंगी? Like how did you start getting associated with, and this is majorly.
I was a national champion. I was a national champion in singles.
Yes. But your transition from singles to baddie today that we see, and then sticking to that, how did that happen, the transition? And
so what happened that I was doing really well even in singles. So I was one of the few in our country who was national champion singles, doubles and mixed doubles. I was doing really well, but when it came to representing the country, we already had few singles players. Actually this is what I feel, that there were far more good bunch of players then. Now we just have one or two, that's about it. And so that's another topic to talk about. But so when I observed, when it came to doubles, when Thomas Uber Cup tha and singles players, and I'm the national champion in doubles, when it was time for us to get onto court, it was given that they're going to lose anyways. That's the attitude. And I was 16, and by then I was already taught to be fearless. किसी से डरना नहीं. It could be anybody, but when you're on court, both are equal. This was in my head, and I was a very fearless player. And when I went into the Indian team, and the culture was two retired singles will play doubles. That was the culture. And I went back home, and I'm like, somehow this attitude, Dad, I don't understand what's going on. And he was like, but when you are on court, no matter what, you will not have that attitude. You will go there, give your best, whether you play singles, doubles or mixed doubles. So then what happened, slowly doubles, my coach Arif sir, he was also the chief coach. They invited Raziv Siddiq from Malaysia, who is the world champion, Olympic champion from Malaysia, and amazing person also. And he was coming here for a 1 month stint, to teach us doubles. And my coach said, you're the national champion, so you have to go. If you don't go, people will say that, I'm favoring you because you're my student. And I said, okay. Then I went, and then I saw that I was able to, I started playing, and then he was playing against me, and then he saw, meaning I saw that I was able to displace him. I was able to understand the whole concept. Then he was like, Jwala, you're doing so well, and that gave me a lot of confidence. I went back and I said, okay, so I guess we have a lot of singles players anyways. There's Aparna Popat, Manjusha, PVV Lakshmi, who's Gopi's wife. There were other players, Divya Ramesh, Parul, so many players. I can name so many who are representing the country. There was nobody in doubles. Then I said, okay, let me take up this. A lot of people said, Jwala, I think you're making a mistake. But I guess I was pretty much used to challenges by then. And I said, I think I know I can do well in this event. And I went ahead.
मैं आपसे चलते चलते एक चीज जरूर पूछूंगी, that how is this entire vision and dream of yours that you finally, your child जो आपने अपनी academy अब खोली है, how is it turning out to you personally?
another achievement, for me. If you see the academy, you would know why it's an achievement. And me and my uh, family are very proud of what, the whole structures come out so beautifully. And it's part of my dream, because I made the academy without any sponsorship. We had to sell one of the houses to make the academy. And nobody, I didn't take anything from anybody. It is completely out of our own pocket. But it's in a school premises. And I always, me and my father always used to think that, oh, if it would have been so nice if there was a sports school, I could have gone there. So the whole concept of this is sports with education. So I always believed, that sports should be encouraged with education. It's very important. Because we go and represent our country out in the world, and we need to be able to express. And I think that personality or that bit comes with the education. And I always felt that education had made difference in my life. Today, whatever Jwala is, I'm able to express, I'm able to think about other things other than badminton today. I'm able to speak about social responsibilities, women empowerment, anything. I like to read about politics, is only and only because of education. And I think sports with education will give you a complete citizen, a good citizen of for our society. And that's what we need today. That's the need of the hour today.
Chalte chalte, one last thing I want to know from you is, it's actually a piece of advice to chahungi aap to all the youth, youngsters, and people out there. Given the current scenario, how would you request them and tell them to just stay safe and secure and healthy, and make sure also कि अपने साथ साथ दूसरों की भी safety का ध्यान रख के आगे चले?
This is where we learn that we are all connected to each other. We all need each other. And we all have to coexist. And this is where we learn, that patience is very important. We need to be more patient now. I know things are very tough for a lot of I'm sure a lot of youth are also itching to go out. And but just to understand this, that you at least have house. Majority of us don't even have that. So be considerate, and be patient. And this is where our social and moral responsibility comes in play. It's a practice for us to have a better future for our future generation, because whatever we make today is what our children will enjoy, and that's what we have to do.
Yes, most definitely. Thank you so much, Jwala. It's been an
All right.
absolute pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
And we just hope you and your family stay safe and healthy.
Thank you. You too.